No one is going to save you. I think we were all hypnotized. Be fascinated by the movies, books and stories we heard as children. All of these stories can be a great source of inspiration, but as you grow up, you start to realize that reality doesn't have to be the same. When life isn't going well, goals aren't achieved, you can't break bad habits, or when you feel like your life is in trouble, no genie will magically come out of the lamp to save you. Nothing in life will change if you don't. The stories we were told as children hypnotized us into thinking that someone or something outside of us would save us. Save us from pain. Save us from bad habits. Save us from failure. Save us from our own mistakes. Or save us from lack of motivation. In fact, nothing will happen unless we admit that we have to change within ourselves if we want different outcomes in our lives. Now that doesn't mean I'm a pessimist or believe that the stories we're being told are doing us more harm than good. In fact, I'm an optimist and I believe that every story we hear as children has a ton of wisdom that can be applied if understood correctly. However, if you unconsciously take these stories superficially and compare them to your personal life, you are making a serious mistake. As a result, you live your life unknowingly believing that there is something that can save you from your current state of dissatisfaction. As many have said, we are the stories we tell ourselves. If the script doesn't change, whether in our personal or professional lives, it becomes a self-perpetuating cycle of the same habits, emotions, and outcomes. Furthermore, one of the most pervasive myths that seems to be woven into every story we were told as children is that we are somehow entitled to a good life, and someone or something is responsible for filling our lives with happiness, wealth, fulfilling relationships, and radiant health. A good life requires responsibility. There comes a time in everyone's life when 100% personal sanity has to be accepted for real change to happen. As Jim Rohn said, you have to take personal responsibility. You can't change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind, but you can change yourself. That means we can't blame our parents, where and how we grew up, or that pesky zodiac sign in our lives. If you really want to step into greener pastures and improve your life in all aspects, we have to tell you what. It takes some vulnerability to remove 100% of your personal sanity from your life, but vulnerability is the first step to change because when you admit that your current behavior is not good for your future self, that's a psychological force performance. Our frequent attempts to justify our victim stories, excuses, and why things don't work further contribute to the horrific outcomes we don't want in our lives. It takes a strong person to light up and do some introspection. Ask yourself questions like, what can I change? What habit do I need to break? What small steps can I take to break this bad habit? What did I say or didn't say? What do I have to do differently to get better results? Do my beliefs about myself support my future self? I remember having an urge to pursue new things in my life. I want to move on, but don't know where to go. I'm trying to break my old habits, but I don't feel like I'm motivated to do so. I'd like someone to invest in my idea or business, but I haven't done the work needed to support such a request. After a few weeks of introspection, I realized that no one was going to save me, walk the red carpet, and live the better life I so desperately desire. I had to change the script I told myself and take 100% responsibility. I realized that if I wanted to change, I had to break old habits and excuses and improve by 1% every day. It wasn't easy at first, but over time the momentum on my side seems to be fading. When I started taking personal reasons for decisions in my life, life started clicking and I felt like life was working for me rather than against me. As the saying goes, if you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always had. Nothing will change unless you do it first. You have to accept full sanity and then life will start working for you.